Some great baseball on the way this Tuesday night. We'll see the Baltimore Orioles as they play against the Washington Nationals. And now off to Nationals Park with our crew of Gary, John, and Steve, who are ready to call the game.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Baseball at 2K Sports. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. He is one of the game's brightest young stars. He burst on the scene. Will he burst on the scene on the mound today? We're going to watch Steven Strasburg. And a glance at nearly 42,000 fans on hand for our ball game. What is it about this Baltimore lineup that they'll be looking for from him today?
Now this right-hander brings outstanding stuff to the mound every time he takes the ball against a lineup that can be somewhat of a challenge at times for pitchers, but if he's on top of his game, he should be able to shut them down.
Here's the lineup for the Orioles. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, the power numbers haven't come for Nick Markakis yet, but he's still
And here's Nate McLouth leading it off. Strike as he watches Strasburg's delivery. Pitch on the way. Ball. McLouth isn't fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up. Hitting .230 lifetime against the Nationals.
There's really no explanation of why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
That's one away. Here's a look at how the Nationals will line up on the defense. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, I love Denard Span. I mean, he's one of those guys that you come to the ballpark, you just watch how he positions himself in the outfield. You watch the great jumps he gets on balls in the outfield. The fact that he can go in all directions and make plays, and he still hits in the top of the lineup and puts up great offensive numbers. That's why he's one of the top center fielders in the game.
And it's J.J. Hardy now.
But one of the great surprises in 2012, this Washington Nationals team, they surprised a lot of people with their play. One of the toughest teams at home, ending up with 50 wins in this ballpark last year.
That is a strike. Hardy now lean out over that plate to protect. Going back to our discussion about the Nats, a great ballpark they built here in D.C., but for the first few years, in the ground ball picked up by LaRoche. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Markakis at the plate. Third career at bat, so 1 for 2 against Strasburg. He deals. Swing and a miss by Markakis. Strike one.
Well, that two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
And Strasburg with the inside pitch. That's called a ball.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
And that one's outside. Markakis lays off. He's ready. Strasburg, the 2-1 pitch. Now Markakis with a 3-1 hitter count.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at
it. Ground ball played by Zimmerman. High throw. He is safe at first. Here's Adam Jones with 2 away. Lifetime real good. 383 off the Nationals.
And it doesn't really matter which pitcher they trot out there, Gary. He loves hitting off every one of them.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
And the changeup, 1-2 now.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
And Strasburg can't get him to swing at that one. It's going to be a little bit low. Changeup misses, full, 3-2.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss for Adam Jones. That'll send him back, strike 3. Strasburg, wow, great inning as he held him down. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. It's going to be Jason Hamill on the mound. He's going to start for Baltimore. Steve, as he gets going here against Washington and their bats, what are we going to see?
The key for Jason Hamill is the ability to command the fastball. He doesn't have great secondary stuff, but it becomes better when he works ahead in the count and can expand the zone.
Bottom first, 1-0 count.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner and running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
That's inside. Span watches it. Hitless, 6 career at-bats against Jason Hamill. Here's the 2-0. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Now we'll see how Davy Johnson's lineup look. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
I love Ryan Zimmerman, and when you watch this guy play, he hits in the middle of the lineup for a third baseman. He doesn't give up at bats. He's a grinder. He's going to give you everything he's got, and when healthy, he's a 30-homer, 100 RBI guy.
We've got Harper in the box. That's a foul ball. And Hamill outside. That'll be a ball.
Scouting reports indicate when the count is 1-1, he's really aggressive. So I'm being real careful on this pitch.
Harper hits this one. Up with it. But the throw is wide. He's in there at second. Oh, that is a bad throw. Now we'll take a quick look at the Orioles and how they are positionally on the diamond. John, scouting anyone here?
Not a lot of tall guys that catch, but Matt Wieters is one of them. And what makes him so special for a tall catcher? He has great feet. Above average fielder, above average throwing arm, but his feet are what gets him by and makes him one of the best in the game.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Hamill, 0-1.
But once you make the decision to swing, you have got to swing the bat. He waited a little too long. He wanted to swing a little earlier. His indecisiveness, though, caused him to swing late and miss it.
The pitch. Ball. Outside as Zimmerman takes it for a ball.
But you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up. Lined right at the second baseman. The slide, and he is in there, safe.
Well, you love to be that guy that can go to the opposite field. Tough to defend against.
And against the defense, John, with all the tools and stats, etc., at their disposal, you really have to exploit every angle you can.
Well, you really do, Gary. There's no doubt about that.
You've got Adam LaRoche, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
And Hamill outside. That'll be a ball. And the changeup, it's in there. Struck him out, one away.
This pitcher has tremendous deception with his delivery. It looks like a fastball, but comes out of his hand about 10 miles per hour slower. Great pitch.
So looking to capitalize with an RBI, Jason Worth.
Now, coming off a disappointing Nationals debut, Jason Worth looked to bounce back in 2012. A devastating injury in early May, though, which shelved him for most of the year.
Ball one to begin this at-bat, 1-0. For Jason Worth, whom we were talking about, he didn't end up coming back until August, and it really was just an opportunity for him not to have time to get going, John.
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is he's always going to be compared to the contract, and no matter what he does, it's never going to be enough. But what he does do is help your team win. He can bat anywhere in the lineup. He bat leadoff, and you know what kind of defender he is. He's one of the best in the game.
Here's the pitch. And Jason Worth swings and misses at that one. That'll even up the count.
And he's keeping him on that toes with his fastball. You no way you could catch up to that one.
Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
I like that slider on the outside corner. It's awfully hard for the hitter to lay off. He sees fastball, and then it breaks away.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung out and missed. Strike three. Jason Worth is out of there.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
So a chance here. This is Ian Desmond with 2 out. Hitting .250 lifetime against Jason Hamill. Zimmerman is on at first. Harper's on at second. On at third is Span. Swing and a miss. Desmond, strike one. Here's the pitch. Circle change and a beauty, and it's 0-2. That's a good spot to miss, but it's a ball, 1-2.
They thought maybe the hitter was going to open up to the plate. They went with the soft pitch, the curveball, down and away, but he couldn't chase.
Hardy gets to it. Throws to second. That'll be a force out and the third out. Well, they do load the bases on 2 hits, but can't push across any runs. It's going to be Wieters.
Ball.
And Strasburg with the inside pitch. That's called a ball. The 1-0 now. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1. 1-1 on the way. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And Wieters is retired. That's 1 away. And Chris Davis at the plate with 1 away. You know, in his first full year back from Tommy John, Steven Strasburg really looked good. He had some pop on the fastball and dominated hitters. And Davis will take that low. Strasburg near the elite with his numbers, 15 and 6, 3.16 ERA. Steve, he's a great young fireballer.
Boy, that's an understatement. I mean, 160 innings pitched or so, 200-plus strikeouts, a guy with dominating stuff and the ability to put up unbelievable numbers in this league. They just have to be able to keep him on the mound and healthy throughout his career.
Davis hits this one. Goodbye, home run, Orioles. They're on the board. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead.
Well, looking at the Orioles, they've done what they had to. Gotten the big hits, as we've seen so far, to put themselves out in front. They have the momentum now, so let's see if they can keep it going.
And here's the pitch. And the pitch is taken for a strike by Machado. Well, these guys, I guess, with the big fly, the inning they were hoping for, you got to love the instant production, John.
Instant production and great moment.
And that one hit well. Worth's there. So Machado is set down. 2 down.
They had him played perfectly. You pitch to your defense. They hit the right spot with the pitcher, and the outfielder was where he should be. They make the out.
Now with 2 outs, a chance for Brian Roberts. Hitting .250 lifetime against the Nationals. And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Keeps it down that time. 0-2. Here's a swing and a line drive. That ends the half inning. Espinosa with the defensive play to do it. They get that first run of the ball. Danny Espinosa to lead it off. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one. .250 average lifetime. That's 1 for 4 against Jason Hamill. And he leaves that one, and Danny Espinosa gets a ball and an even count.
And that pitch right there just sets him up to go about whatever he wants right now. He can go down again in the zone, or he can run something up in the zone. Let's see where he goes.
And Hamill outside. That'll be a ball. The 2-1 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Danny Espinosa, no contact and a strike to even it up. Very close. full 3-2. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, if you're a hitter, you have to understand that he's feeling really comfortable with that circle change. Some of these guys might want to go up and look for it because he's throwing it quite often.
You know, one of the things I've been noticing, he has not been throwing the slider as much as we're used to seeing it, and it can be a tremendous weapon for him. We'll see if he leans on it more heavily later in the game because he needs to find some outs.
The 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss for Danny Espinosa. Strike three, he's gone.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that. Well, he had a swing at it. 2 strikes, ball up and away. A good pitch to at least put in play or foul off, but couldn't quite catch up to it.
1 down. Here's Kurt Suzuki.
You know, storybook year for the Orioles in 2012, and it saw them make their first playoff appearance since 1997. Things seemed to be aligning for them as they were able to take the Yankees to Game 5, but just couldn't pull it out.
Here's the delivery. Strike 2. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Kurt Suzuki doesn't want a K here. I thought what impressed me the most from the Orioles postseason run, they were able to go into Texas late in the year without an ace on the hill. Still swung on and ripped towards second, and it's caught by Roberts.
That's an atom ball right there. That ball was smoke. He stung it, but right at the second baseman.
And Strasburg's in the box.
Well, Hamill getting it done, just dominating this lineup, making it look easy.
Take a look at this first pitch delivered. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Wieters throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So Jason Hamill, he's got him one. Showalter's perspective on this one looks like this. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run, so important. Hamill at the plate now. He's going to start the third here. 0-1 is the count now as we get going in the third.
Outstanding rotation on that pitch. Look at the mechanics for this pitcher. It comes out of his hand and just falls off the table.
1 down. Here's Nate McLeod. And he'll start him out. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And Harper takes care of that one. Shot here for J.J. Hardy. There are 2 down. And he bounced out his last time. And Strasburg can't get him to swing at that one. It's going to be a little bit low. 1-0 on the way. 1-0 pitch, a curve. It's in there. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. There's Desmond. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So 1-2-3 inning for Steven Strasburg. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Denard Span. Base hit his last time. Now Wieters positions himself. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1. So far in this one, 1 for 1 off Hamill.
You know, I know he was able to get a hit off the fastball the last time, but I think you have to go right back there and challenge him again. I mean, I'm not saying you have to throw it in the same location or the same eye level, but you have to be able to go back to using your fastball. You can't shy away from it.
That will bring Bryce Harper up.
Anytime you get a guy on base with no outs, the potential of him scoring becomes greater. This is what this team needed.
He's 1 for 1 so far.
Well, they need some offense right here. And Denard Span on base. It's screaming for a stolen base right now. Look for him to run.
And Davis will try and hold him there. The pitch. Harper hits this one. He grabs it. Over to second for 1. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play. And Ryan Zimmerman at the plate. Runner on first. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
There's a throw over. Good idea. He's back in there safely. Hamill with the pitch. And that's a ball. Now Zimmerman's going to be looking to see if they'll let him swing here. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Jason Hamill.
And he just has nothing to fool him with, Gary. Every time he sees him, he gets the good part of the bat on the ball.
And that misses. Ball 4. The potential tying run in scoring position.
Now, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
And that'll bring Adam LaRoche to the plate.
Well, every lineup needs consistency, and that's what Adam LaRoche brings to the table. He's not going to be that over-the-top 40-50 homer, 130, 140 RBI guy, but year in and year out.
Headed for the middle. Oh, mercy. That did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way. The throw, and Harper's home.
Now the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
So looking to capitalize with an RBI, Jason Worth. Always good when you can get a ball game tied up again, so you're not having to look up the offense doing the job.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there. Coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game.
Well, that was a great at-bat, not only because it drove in the tying run, but it shifted the momentum, and now the offense is back on track.
Jason Worth, a strikeout victim. No contact on that pitch.
He chased it out of the zone. You've got to make the pitcher bring it back in. If you're swinging a bad pitch, it's awfully tough to make contact.
So a chance here. This is Ian Desmond with 2 out. 271 his lifetime average off Baltimore. And that'll put Desmond on at first. Good offensive chance here.
A real pressure mounting right now. That base hit loads up the bases. He's going to have to make a pitch to try to get out of this mess.
So looking to capitalize in the RBI situation. Here's Danny Espinosa. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
Nope.
Towards the middle. And that'll put Espinosa on at first base. LaRoche around third, headed for the plate. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead. And that makes 2 runs in. Boy, the chances they are coming in bunches here for Washington. RBI chance. Kurt Suzuki would like to make contact. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front here in this ball game. You'll have to get the other team down early.
Excellent approach by this lineup so far in the game. They've got to be pleased to get out in front early.
Suzuki, he'll make contact and will foul that pitch away. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Markakis is there. And that one's put away to retire the side. Jason Hamill, he had to struggle to get through that one. And he loses the shutout bid. 3 runs come around in the 3rd. Up next, Orioles. And the 3-hole will be coming right up.